tablet, it's hard to see. Okay. Multiplying. Little bit of review. Okay? This, I'll point out in a sec. I'm not going to read that. That's, I don't know, when did you start getting that? Grade 6, grade 5 maybe? Right? I mean, you work on your multiplication tables in grade 3. The smart kids have it all memorized when they go into grade 4. They know like 6 times 4. I know it, I know it, I know it. Other kids are going, how do they know that? Man, they're smart. You know? Okay, so we don't need a common denominator when we multiply fractions. All we do is multiply straight across. We go 7 times 1 is 7. 10 times 5 is 50. And if you can reduce it, you want to reduce it. Okay, it doesn't say simplify, but we understand we should. All right. This one, however, do you want to go 9 times 5 is 45? Over 10 times 6 is 60? Again, use your psychology. Why is he asking the question? No. We want to reduce. We want to simplify it if we can first. Okay? This one I couldn't. There's no factors between 7 and 10, 1 and 5, but we got to start looking this way. Okay? Can you reduce this guy before I multiply it? Because this thing's not done, right? 5 goes in there, 5 goes in there. Now I'm done, right? No, still go. 3 goes in there, 3 goes in there. Okay, now I'm done. We don't want to do that, because what if you got like 1,260 over 4,012? Do you really want to reduce that? No. And we're going to get a lot of variables too. So, is this the same as this? Can I do that? Like, what does this multiply do here? Tells you what operation to use. But is that the same as this? That says multiply too, doesn't it? Okay? And a little dot, that says multiply too. My dots. Is that the same as this? Okay. Do I get 45 on the top? Yeah. Do I get 60 on the bottom? Yes. But you want to see it like that. Why? Because we want to reduce before we multiply. Okay? This can get reduced down to 3 over 2. 5/10, most of us know that's 1/2. Then if we multiply it, I get 3/4. Okay? That's a lot easier. So if you need to rewrite it first for the first few till you get the hang of it, then do it. Visually, if you can just see that you can do that, I can reduce 6 and 9. Okay, 3 goes in there 3 times. 3 goes in there twice. 5 goes into itself once. 5 goes into 10 twice. On the top I have 3. Okay, on the bottom I have 4. That's how you want to do these. Okay, you want to reduce them first. All right. Simplify. State the restrictions. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Z can't be 0, or I'm dividing by 0. And Y can't be 0. Okay? Then what do I want to do? Let's practice what I asked you to do. Okay? Because we're going to get big, big, ugly things, and this is the way we want to do it. We don't want to multiply the whole top and the whole bottom and then start simplifying. Is this the same as this? I did this in grade 10. All I did was go, there's something on the top, there's something else on the top, I got an X on the top, I got a Y on the top, and I got a Z squared on the top. Okay? 4 on the bottom. Let's put the Y first, times Y times Z. Is that the same thing? All I did was rearrange it. I didn't change anything. If you got to do that to each question to get the mark, then you're going to do it, right? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Missed one. X and an X. Okay. I could go X and X or X squared. Well, let's put a squared there. Thank you. All right. Now, before you multiply, you want to reduce. I kind of put things in line. What's y divided by a y? It's 1. In other words, it's gone. Okay? On the top, I have a 12. On the bottom, I have a 4. I don't want to go 36 over 4 is 9, even though that's pretty easy to do. 4 goes into 12 3 times. All right? What else can I simplify? There's 2 z's up here. There's 1 z down there. So that changes that 2 to a 1. Everybody agree? And again, if you're using exponents, remember, if you're dividing with the same base, you subtract your exponents, okay? So that's a 2 on the top minus a 1 on the bottom, which is z to the 1, okay? We get the same thing. If you like thinking that way, that's fine too. All right, what do we have left? I have 3 times 3 is 9. I have an x squared up there. Is there anything else? Nope. On the bottom, what do I have? Oh, yeah, I do. Sorry. Z. And again, I like to put lines through it so it doesn't look like a 2. Okay, what do I have in the bottom? Nothing. Do I have to put a 1 there? No, I don't. Okay, just leave it like that. Fully simplified. B. Do you know how many ways you could possibly do this question? It's in the double digits. It's probably like, I wouldn't want to count, 20, okay? Every one of us might do this a different way. So when you're watching me do it, if you feel like you want to do it a different way, that's fine, okay? We should all get the same answer. So it's hard for me to teach this question, right? Because every one of you might do this differently. Do you start with the 5 and factor into the 40? Or do you start with a 35 over the 40 and find a factor there and reduce it? Maybe you start with an a squared, these a's, these b's, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Okay? All I'm going to do first is this. I am just going to remove that multiply, just to emphasize the point. Why the heck is that there? Everything on the top is multiplied by itself, and everything on the bottom is multiplied by each other thing in the bottom. Okay, so if this helps visualize what you need to do, then do it. And if you are using a pen, and this is your question, what's going to happen when you guys start canceling all these things and changing it? Are you going to be able to read the original question again? Keep that in mind. You might want to rewrite it beneath first, because if you make a mistake, how are you going to find your mistake? You don't. You redo the question. Okay? So be careful when you start doing this. You might want to rewrite the question here, especially if you're using pen. Okay, again, where do I start? It doesn't matter. I'm going to start right here. 5 goes into itself once. I'm not even going to write the 1. 5 goes into 40 8 times. Okay? I have an a squared up here. There's 2 a's on the top. I have a cubed on the bottom. There's 3 a's on the bottom. If I simplify this, what am I going to end up with? 1a on the bottom, right? B squared over b squared. That one's nice. It's gone. Okay? C4 on the top. I got a C down here. There's 4 C's on the top. I have 1 C on the bottom. Cancel one of them out. What do you have left? I have 3 C's up here. Yes, you're right. I do. I got another C over here. Okay, so let's cancel that one too. Now I got 2 C's on the top. Right? What else? I got a b up here, no more b's down there. Okay? It's getting pretty close to unreadable, isn't it? Okay? What do I have up here? I have a c squared. I have a 35. I have a b. I'm not saying I'm done. I just want to rewrite it before it gets unreadable. 14, d, 8, and an a. Can I do anything else? Seven goes in 35, 5 times. 7 goes in 14, twice. Now what do I have on the top? 5b c squared over 2 times 8 is 16a. Okay, it's easy to make a mistake with these. Oh, I got a d too, don't I? So I'm going to check my answer, and that's what the book has, so that looks pretty good. What did I forget? Like always, restrictions. Okay, b, c, d, a. None of those can be 0. That's the quick way to write that. Okay? Again, you want to try it a different way. Okay? If you're really messy, just do a couple of things, rewrite it, do a couple more, rewrite it. Okay? Just try to eliminate main errors. All right, that's all monomials. Now we're going to get into binomials. All I'm going to do is rewrite this guy. It's x plus 1 times 2 times x plus 3. That's what I have on the top. What do I have on the bottom? I'm just going to rearrange it a bit. I want to put this one first. Then maybe let's put the x. Then let's put the x plus the 3. Hope you see why I'm doing this. And then I have x minus 2. Okay? 3 terms on the top, or 3 factors if you like. I have 4 factors on the bottom. Is there any pluses or minuses here? Everything's multiplied or divided. That means you can cancel whatever the heck you like. All the factors you can. Okay? That divided by that is 1. That divided by that is 1. And that looks like all I can do. On the top I got 2. On the bottom I have x times x minus 2. And just leave it like that. Don't multiply it out. Okay? Because we want them to look like in factored form. Okay? What's my restrictions? X can't be 0. X, well, let's just write it in one line. X can't be 0 or -1 or -3 or 2. Okay? That's pretty much it. The only difference is maybe we got to factor first. Okay? So, can I factor something out of this? You bet. Take a 4 out. I have x plus 4 left. That I can't factor anything out, so leave it as it is. What can I factor out of here? A 7. Do you think, just like in addition and subtraction, do you think these questions have been carefully crafted so you can actually do some nice stuff with it and simplify it down? Yeah. Anytime you get factors up here, you're going to be looking for the same factors down here. Okay? Just as a little hint. X plus 4 squared. Nobody likes to do this. We all want to write x squared plus 16. Don't do that. Any addition here? It's all multiplication. That means you can go like that, you can go like that, and your answer is 4 over 7 times x plus 4. Look here for restrictions. X can't be -4. or 1/2. And that should be it. All right. I only got 2 more in the book here to show you. All right, what can I factor here? First of all, what does this multiply do? I'm not going to rewrite this question first. Okay, I've made my point. It doesn't do anything. They could have wrote it like this one. There's no multiply, but we understand stuff in brackets. That means multiply, right? Okay. So, can I factor something out of here? I can take a 2 and an m out. And then I'll have m squared minus 2. Good question. 2m squared. That's what I was looking at. I just didn't write it. That's 2m cubed, and that is minus 4m squared. Yes, thanks. Okay, what is this guy? That looks like a trinomial. What 2 numbers multiply to -6 and add to -1? -3 and 2. Minus 3. M plus 2. Do we think we're going to get like an m minus 2 in the bottom? Maybe an m minus 3? Maybe an m plus a 2? Okay, so it can be kind of helpful. If you're having trouble factoring something, if I would have done the bottom first, you know, that kind of maybe tells you what your factors might be, right? Okay, 3m is what I can take out of there. And then I have m minus 3. What a surprise, I got one on the top. M squared minus 4, what's that called? Difference of squares. M plus 2, m minus 2. It's the hack and slash sale. Everything must go. Well, that simplified nicely. 2m squared over 3m. Can I do something else? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's 2m over 3. And restrictions, I want to look here. M can't be plus or minus 2, 3, or 0. Okay. All right, a little more factoring. They're just a little more difficult. Okay, let's start with the top. Okay, this is, I can do this by inspection. What 2 numbers multiply to 15 and add to 8? Five and 3. All I can do with this guy is factor out an a. What does that leave me on the top? Is this factorable too? Lewis? Good guess. What do I call this thing, Shoni? Difference of squares. Just because the a squared isn't first doesn't mean I can't take the square root of that and the square root of that. There's a minus in between them, right? Okay. I'm not there yet, though. The bottom. All right, this is a tough one. What multiplies to 9 times 6? 54. And what adds to 21? Yes. I didn't even see that. Thanks. Good call. Let's take a 3 out first. 3 goes into 6 2 times. I'm rusty this morning, aren't I? 7 times 3 is 21. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, this one doesn't have a factor. Let's do that guy. What multiplies to -10 and adds to 9? the only way I'm going to get 9 is a 10 minus a 1. That's positive. So I'll put the negative on the smaller one. Okay. Double check it, right? Oh, I want to split that up into 2a squared. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it over here. 2a squared and 10a minus a minus 5. Okay? Is that the same as this? Yes. Take out a 2a. I got a plus 5. Okay? Take out a minus 1. And that'll give me an a plus a 5. Everybody agree? Okay, so I have 2a minus 1 times a plus 5. Okay, they don't give me a lot of space here, so I'll do it over there. I see I got an a plus 5 factor I can cancel out. You can do it now, you can wait. Well, let's might as well get rid of it, right? Anything else I can get rid of? Not yet. Okay. What does this guy become? Again, you got a choice. You want to rewrite this or factor this first, then rewrite it? That's what I'm going to do. What multiplies to 3 times 2? 6. What adds to 7? Must be 6 and 1. Okay, so this guy is going to be 2a squared and 6a and 1a and 3. Take out, again, a 2a. And I got a plus a 3. And that's what I have here. So factor out a 1. And that's, again, 2a plus 1. Oh, that was a minus 1. And an a plus a 3. Okay, it's a good idea to double check it. 2a squared, check. I got 6a and 1a, that's 7a, check. 1 times 3 is 3, that's the same. Now I'll rewrite it. Oh, let's go back to green. A plus a 3 on the top. I got an a. What does this become? Difference of squares. 1 plus 2a. 1 minus 2a. Okay. On the bottom, I have 3 times this. 2a plus 1, a plus 3. Okay, that's what this thing became. And I still have 2a minus 1. That's a bad 3. Anything else cancel? That does. 2a plus 1, 1 plus 2a, are those the same? Yeah. Right? 1 minus 2a, 2a minus 1, are those the same? Loyal? No. Is there a trick to make them the same? Let's just rewrite it first. Okay, a times 1 minus 2a over 3 times 2a minus 1. Okay, that's what I got. If this is a 2-mark question and you got this far, I'd give you 1.5 out of 2, as long as you got the restrictions right. Okay, we're not done, are we? What if I factor out a minus 1 here? Then I have minus 1 plus 2a over 3 2a minus 1. Okay, double check it. That's positive a, check. Okay, minus 2a squared, minus 2a squared, check. That's the same. Now, this divided by that, those are the same, so get rid of it. All this thing becomes is minus a over 3. As long as a is not a half, or negative 3, or minus a half, and that looks like it's it. Unless I already canceled something, yes. Uh-oh. I did what I told you guys not to do. Don't forget that one. Minus 5. 4 different factors, yes. Okay. Might give you 1 like that, okay, on the test. All right, just to, you know, keep everybody enthused. One to 2, 3 to 4, just AC. 5, 6, B, and 7. I think 6B is kind of like that one.